I was praying for a just verdict, and we got it.
Just a short time ago, Chad Daybell was found guilty on all 9 charges against him, including multiple counts of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and insurance fraud. The verdict was announced about 2 o'clock local time after a total of about 7 hours of jury deliberations.
And the trial now enters the sentencing phase, where jurors will decide whether Daybell should receive the death penalty. Our Abby Davis was in court as the verdict was read. She joins us live outside the courthouse with reaction. Abby?
Yeah, Brenda and Joe, big day here at the Ada County Courthouse. Like you guys mentioned, that verdict coming in at 2:15. We've all been here all day waiting. We got here at 8 a.m. when the jury picked deliberations back up. They deliberated for about 2 hours yesterday, about 5 hours today, and we weren't really sure when the verdict came in. So actually the family members, some of the victims' family members got that email, that initial email that the verdict was in, and everybody was ready to go. They filed in. The courtroom was packed, about 100 people. Lots of law enforcement were there, some of who have testified in this trial, as well as, like I just mentioned, some family members of the victims, as well as Chad's brother. I also saw them. It's a little bit long, but we wanted to play for you the full moment where the clerk read the verdict.
We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled action for our verdict, unanimously answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Question number 1. In regards to count 1 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception? Guilty. Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan? Guilty. Question number 3. In regards to count 3 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow and grand theft by deception? Guilty. Question number 4. In regards to count 4 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow? Guilty. Question number 5. In regards to count 5 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tamara Tammy Daybell? Guilty. Question number 6. In regards to count 6 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tamara Tammy Daybell? Guilty. Question number 7. In regards to count 7 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of insurance fraud? Guilty. Question number 8. In regards to count 8 of the amended indictment, in regards to count 9 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of insurance fraud? Guilty. Dated this 30th day of May, 2024, and signed by the presiding juror.
As you were watching there, you could see Chad really showed little to no emotion at all, and that's really been the case throughout this entire trial. I've seen him smile just a couple of times. That was also the case with the jury today. They were very neutral in the face, as well as people in the gallery, but that wasn't the case for everybody. We were actually told that we couldn't make really any sounds or show anything on our face, but you could see Larry Woodcock, JJ's grandpa, make a little fist, kind of like a celebratory fist, as the verdict was being read. And afterward, I was told that they went into the hallway, people were hugging each other. I was also told that Larry gathered a bunch of people together and said a prayer. They then, a little bit later, after court wrapped up for the day, we went back in to start the penalty phase, which I'll talk about in a moment. But once he walked out of the courthouse with Kay Woodcock, JJ's grandma, he talked a little bit about what that was like and what this entire trial has been like for their family.
We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled action for our verdict, unanimously answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Question number 1. In regards to count 1 of the amended indictment, Is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception? Guilty. Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Chad Guy Daybell not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan?
Looks like we didn't quite get that soundbite for you guys, but we'll have it a little bit later on at 6 p.m. Now we're in the penalty phase. The jurors and us in the gallery heard some of just the preliminary instructions. So the jurors, they're not done yet. They already had a big task figuring out if Chad was guilty or not. Now they have to decide if he deserves death or if he deserves life in prison. And they did say that they could hear some additional evidence, but this will be focused much more on who Chad was as a person. Brenda and Joe.
All right, our Abby Davis reporting from the Ada County Courthouse. You can find all of her reporting on ktvb.com. We'll also check in with her later on in our newscast. Abby, thank you for the tremendous reports today.